Hello everyone and welcome to Kendra's Card Challenge 11 video hop and giveaway. Yes, it's already that time again. I am Steph from Chaos in the Craft Room and I'm excited to be part of Kendra's Card Challenge's design team to share with you a few sketches from Kendra's Card Challenge 11 today. As part of the video hop, we'll all be sharing different sketches from the new quarterly card making challenge, but I will be sharing sketch number 8 and 9. I also have a link to all the other videos in my description box below. For the papers that I've chosen for my first set of cards is the Juniper and Sage collection by Uniquely Creative, who are just a wonderful sponsor of Kendra's Card Challenges. And they are also very special to me because they are based in Australia, like I am, but they do ship internationally. So don't worry, you can all get access to them if you like. They have not sponsored my video today. I just absolutely love their products and their papers. They're really nice and thick, a great quality, and I love their designs. So in their paper packs, they are single-sided, but you certainly get a great amount of papers with lots of additional embellishments that you can cut out as well. There are so many prizes you can win by participating in Kendra's Card Challenges 11, but more importantly for today, check out my description box below for all the details on how you can enter for a chance to win the huge giveaway prize bundle as part of the video hop. Now these are the papers that I'll be using for my first set of cards for Kendra's Card Challenge 11 that I'll go through today, but I am very excited to get my hands on their newest release, which is called Into the Wild, and it's such a cute card pack. So let's start with sketch number 8. For this sketch, we start off with 4 rectangles of pattern paper, and feel free to move them around in whatever order you prefer and direction of the design that you like. And then the sketch directs us to fold the inner corner. So to make sure I have the right corner, I mark a little X in that corner of the back of my paper, just to make sure, because I know I can confuse myself and and end up cutting the wrong corner. All right, so now to figure out exactly where to make your fold or cut, the instructions are to measure at 1 3/16 inches. So to measure 16 inches, that's just one of those little lines on the ruler. So I go up to 1 inch and then count 3 across of the little lines, and that's on the long edge of the rectangle. On the short edge of the rectangle, we're then going to mark it at 7/8. Now, 1/8 is 2 lines on our ruler. So I go up to the 1 inch mark and then count 2 little lines back. And because my papers are only one-sided, instead of folding them over, which is more what the sketch tells you to do, I will be cutting the corners off and moving them around. But of course, you could still fold them over if you want the nice white contrast, which I certainly was considering. If you are folding them over, I find the easiest way to do this is to grab your scoring tool and place a sticky note along one of the lines towards the outer edge. And this will then help you line up the marks that you've made on your rectangle and prevent any confusion of lining up the marks with 2 different scoring lines, which, believe me, I find very easy to do. So I find that really helps for me. But for my card, I'm just going to cut off that triangle edge, and then I just shuffle the triangles around so that it looks like I've got a different pattern paper underneath, but the design itself still matches all the other designs on the card. And if you are finding these tips and tricks helpful along the way, I'd absolutely love your support to hit the like and subscribe button to see future tips and tricks. And if you want to participate in this video hop, make sure you like and comment at each stop by July the 9th at US time. If you post your photos of the cards you create, you can also have a chance to win some prizes in July, August, and September on Kendra's Facebook page. So then you can play around with how you want these little triangles that you've cut off. And you can see here, depending how I lay them out, one follows a design sketch, and in the other way, it actually makes this really cute little square shape. And you could use either. It really doesn't matter what you prefer. You don't have to stick exactly to the design sketch, but I will be sticking to the exact shape that you can see on the sketch for this card. But I certainly like the other shape as well. And that just has to do with the triangles each having different sized edges. So when you change them up, it gives you a different shape. You then need two other large rectangles, one to use as the border piece and one for the backing piece. So these are the papers that I've used. The very back piece is actually another piece of paper from the exact same card design. So let me go and stick this down and be right back. Okay, so now I'm back. I've stuck this all down, ready to go. And I just need to figure out exactly how I want to embellish this card. Now, as part of this pack, we do get some really cute embellishments that I absolutely love because it saves me a lot of time making my own embellishments. And for the circles, I just use a circle die cut and cut it out, or you can just fussy cut them, but I find my circle fussy cuts are never perfect. So I've used a little die cut. And then I've just put some foam tape on the back, and we'll stick that down with some glue as well. That way it gives me a bit of wriggle room when I go to stick this down. And that is my final design. So I absolutely love the way this turned out. I'll give it a go with some papers that also have a design on the back and see how that looks as well. But I find cutting off the triangles was just a perfect idea and turns out really well. I'm very happy with how this turned out. So now we're going to move on to sketch number 9. So for sketch number 9, we start out with 4 pieces of pattern paper, and 2 of them are slightly longer and 2 of them are slightly shorter. So as per the design sketch, we're just going to place the longer ones horizontally and the shorter ones vertically. I love how simple this design is. You really are just working with straight cuts and without any angles, which is always nice. And then I've just got 2 pieces of other cardstock. One is the border and one is the backing piece to stick these pieces onto as per Kendra's design sketch. And I really like this pattern paper that I've got in the background, so I'm going to keep it as is. But Kendra's design sketch actually has another piece of rectangle paper in the center if you want to put something, and if you want to do that. And then to decorate this card, I'm going to use the Uniquely Creative Spring Bouquet stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp that flower onto another piece of pattern paper from the same paper pack. I've got this little leftover piece from my last card, so I might try and fit it onto that piece, but otherwise I might use the other piece. And this way it gives me a little bit of texture and color in the background that I know matches my card, but I don't need to do any coloring in. And then I also stamped both the sentiments as well, and I initially thought I'd only use one of them, but then I decided I liked the way it looked with both on the card, so I'm using both. And when I stamped this flower on the edge, a little bit didn't stamp on the card because it was a little bit too short, but that's fine. I just fixed that by using a little black line marker to color that edge in so that there's a little black outline all the way along. And then I've just fussy cut some leaves out as well from the edges that I'll use in the background. And there is a little bit of white left because it was a little bit too fine to cut all the way towards the stem of the leaves. But because there's so much white on my card, I think it blends in just fine. So for this card, I'm not too worried about that. And then I'm just cutting out a few extra pieces to decorate behind the card as well. And once again, I'm going to put this flower up on a bit of foam tape to give it a bit of extra dimension. The winner of this video hop will be announced on Cards by Kendra's channel, and make sure you complete the hop by July the 9th. So I'll be right back. I'll go stick that down, and here we are. This is the way it ended up turning out with it all stuck down. I just loved the way it turned out. And I just loved using the pattern paper for my flower as well because it made this so quick and easy to create this card. I didn't have to grab out any textures or inks. I really just had to cut everything out. So that was nice and easy. And these are my two final cards. So I hope you've really enjoyed this video today. Make sure you go and check out Angela's video. She's the next one in the video hop lineup, and she has always some amazing cards to check out. And I invite you to participate in this challenge as well. It's open to all card makers worldwide, which is one thing I love about this challenge, with many prizes to be won throughout the quarter, as I showed at the start of my video. Thank you so much for watching today. Leave a comment below if you're going to be participating in Kendra's Card Challenge number 11. And I'd absolutely love to see what you create on Kendra's Facebook page. In the meantime, happy video hopping and paper crafting, and I will see you next time.